Hi, this is Blough, and I want to introduce you to our new video blog, 5x5. And we're going to try every week to give you a 5-minute update of some really cool tools or new technology, or maybe just some information that I've picked up that I think might be useful to you. Today what we're going to be talking about is two tools that I think are amazing and have helped our business tremendously. And they measure two things that I think are probably absolutely the most critical things for you to measure in your business. Now, probably you're sitting there saying, I'll bet you that the most important thing is how much money we make or how much we sell. And those are extremely important. I don't doubt that whatsoever. But the two measurements that I want to talk to you about are client satisfaction and team satisfaction. So everybody has clients, everybody's got a customer. You really can't have a business if you don't. And most everybody is going to have somebody that's working for them, the team. Sometimes we call them employees, but I like to call them teammates. So how do we know how we're doing in those relationships? Because those are the critical pieces that are going to produce success in any organization. For instance, let me put it to you this way. We are all looking for a certain amount of profitability in our businesses, and we're certainly looking to grow our businesses and have more revenue coming in. And those numbers, those high-level numbers are really important, but what is the foundation that kind of builds to that? How do we achieve these things? Sometimes we've thought in the past that, we've got to crack the whip on the employees, and we've got to just drive it home to them that they've got to work harder and they've got to do more for less, and that's the way that we're going to make a lot of profit. And maybe we think that we're going to get a lot of revenue by just going out there and selling and convincing our customers to buy things maybe they don't really even need to buy, and spend money with us when maybe they really don't need to spend money with us. Ultimately, I think both of those strategies can self-destruct if we're not very careful. I think we can drive our employees, our talent, the people that really help us to be successful. I think we can drive them out of our business, or we can even put them into just a tailspin of dissatisfaction and just being miserable to where they don't do a good job for us. And we get frustrated and they get frustrated. With clients, I think we can drive them away if we're not very careful as well. So how do we get around that? Well, information is the tool. I use two programs, very inexpensive services that you can pick up off of the web. To measure client satisfaction, we use a program called Client Heartbeat. Now, there are other programs out there too. I've just found that Client Heartbeat is really, really easy to use. And like a lot of you, I'm very busy and we don't have a lot of time to run and manage one more thing. And so this is something that we can just kind of set and forget. And we don't have to do a whole lot other than when we want to add somebody to it, we can go in there and add them to the sequence, and it sends it out on a quarterly basis and just kind of polls our customers. And on an average survey, if you get about a 13% response rate, that's pretty exciting. We get over 60% on a regular basis response rate on this survey, and it's given us some invaluable information. When we started, our customer satisfaction level was high, but it wasn't anywhere as close to where we wanted it to be. And by measuring it, we were able to learn from comments and from just going in and asking customers for additional information what we could do to do our job better. What was it that they were expecting and wanting from us? One of the things you have to understand is that you think you know what your customers want, but you really don't. And you never will unless you go and talk to them. And if you can't go and talk to them individually, well, at least talk to them through a survey and get some information that way. So I'm telling you that that's an extremely useful tool, and it has really helped us to both retain customers, which is 10, 15 times more valuable than bringing on a new customer. And it's also helped us to just do a better job of reaching out to new customers, because we've learned what the existing customers are really wanting and expecting. Now, on to team satisfaction, we use a program called TinyPulse. You go to tinypulse.com, and TinyPulse is a tool that allows us to measure how happy people are at work. Now, we do this one on a monthly basis. We actually ask a question every week, but they can be different types of questions. But at least once a month, we're asking this simple question on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you? Now, the neat thing about TinyPulse is it's anonymous, and that means that there is a level of protection between the teammates that we have and myself, so that I'm able to give them the sense that you can be honest with me. Tell me what you really think. And oftentimes they have. And they've told me some things that I didn't really like, but maybe I did need to hear. And we're richer and we're better for that. There are things sometimes that are going wrong inside of our companies that we just aren't aware of. Or there are things that we've done that are really problems and we don't know about that, and we won't unless we ask that question. So getting that grade and measuring it and paying attention to that is really, really important to get yourself in a situation where you can really excel inside of your business. Your team is incredibly important. They're the reason that you're successful. You want to keep them happy, and the way to do that is to find out what it is that they're trying to want to do inside of the business, what it takes to motivate them, and you may be surprised. A lot of you think it's only money. Money is what motivates them, but money, according to Maslow's pyramid, it's a really cool little pyramid that kind of talks about motivation. It really can only motivate you to about the second stage of that 5-stage pyramid. Anything above that requires a lot of other types of things. One of the things we learned, for instance, is that our people wanted a break room, and that was really important to them. So we built a break room, and our employee satisfaction rose, which is pretty cool. That's exactly what you want to see. So those are the 2 tools that I wanted to share with you, and I think that there are things that you could use inside of your business and that you'll find a lot of benefit from it. I hope that you've taken some advantage from this and that it's going to help you out in the future.